What you do today changes tomorrow. And that's why I'm a big fan of people who plant seeds of hope in the lives of our kids growing up today. Spirit 1053. My name is Erica. And one of those amazing people is with us today. Her name is Dr. Kimberly Clay, and she is the CEO and founder of Play Like a Girl. Welcome to the morning show, Dr. Kim.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having me.
What a privilege. I discovered you, Dr. Kim, because I heard Tech Touchdown is coming to Seattle this weekend. So let's start
Yeah.
there. What's going on?
Well, we're super excited to be partnering with the Seahawks and Amazon Web Services to bring our popular field day to the Seattle area. One of the things that we are very passionate about is leveraging sport to help propel young women into male-dominated career paths, STEM being one of them, providing a great opportunity for young women to earn higher pay, to go further in their careers, and ultimately our hope is to break the intergenerational cycle of poverty for many girls across the country. And so we do that by partnering with professional athletes as well as sporting agencies and organizations, as well as the corporate tech environment and industry as well. So it's going to be an exciting day. Girls will get to go on the field, learn the game of flag football from professional players, Seahawks, as well as coaches and trainers who will be there to engage them around the sport. And then we will actually engage the girls in hands-on STEM education from a technology perspective, where they'll get a pretty wide myriad of experience with a number of different activations that will be sponsored and led by women from the corporate side in technology at AWS.
Wow. You know, Dr. Kim, when I think back to field day at school, that was one of my favorite days of the year.
Yes,
And I just imagine
yes.
these girls are going to make such incredible memories. What do you see when Tech Touchdown is in action? Because I'm picturing light bulbs going off over heads, eyes lighting up. What do you see?
Absolutely. Yeah, it's a day that's really rooted in sparking curiosity, right? We're
Yes.
focusing primarily on middle school girls because what we recognize is that if we don't reach them before high school, in many cases, we might actually miss the opportunity to make a difference. It is important for girls to see more women role models and mentors like themselves, and that's a huge focus of this event. During the lunch hour, women all across AWS will actually be engaged in one-to-one mentoring as well as group-based mentoring with girls, sharing a little bit about their career paths, how they came to be and do what they do, but also making the connection back to what they were doing, what they favored in the terms of their STEM subjects in middle school. Because what we want the girls to see is that there is a direct connection to that math and science courses that many of them rave about, are excited about, but also those who don't necessarily see themselves in those courses long term or don't see themselves as having strengths. We want them to see the opportunity that lies there. And so we do that by providing visible role models for them, such that they see themselves and the possibility for themselves in their futures as well.
Wow, I think of words like possibility and
Yeah.
potential, and their faces just lighting up with smiles. Who are some of the mentors? Are you allowed to share some of the names?
Names I won't drop, but I'll say women executives across AWS, women who are coming in from across the country, and then there are also women who are local to Seattle and the region who will be there representing a myriad of career backgrounds and fields. So not just the technology piece, because what we recognize is that not every single student is going to pursue a STEM degree, so we want to make sure that we also expose that student to the other possibilities and career fields. So we'll have women in marketing and finance, as well as AI and machine learning, robotics, engineering, so a wide range of opportunities as it pertains to career paths and possibilities.
Why are you so passionate about what you do? Because I can hear it in your voice.
Yeah, well, I happen to have grown up in rural Mississippi at a time where girls only had one sport opportunity, which was basketball. It wasn't my sport. And the potential that I did have in math and science went untapped. And so it was not until I actually attended a historically black college and university, Xavier University of Louisiana in New Orleans, that I came to realize all of the opportunities that were available to me that I just was not aware of because I had not been exposed or had access and opportunity, right? And so recognizing that on the other side of 2 master's degree and a PhD in health education, having worked for federal government, done cancer research as a researcher, and then gone on to be a university professor at the University of Georgia, I recognized that my experience could actually fuel the fire for many other girls, and I made the decision to leave academics to do this work full-time with Play Like a Girl in 2010 and have not looked back. It has been the work of a lifetime. I'm very passionate about it because, of course, again, my own personal story, but I also get to see the lives of the many girls that we touch be changed. We are this year experiencing some of our first to graduate college and go on to pursue their higher learning beyond a bachelor's degree into master's degrees. We just had one of our scholars. We award scholarships each year in memoriam of one of our longtime volunteers who died some years ago from a rare cancer. And those scholars are now graduating and going on to medical residency and completing a PharmD degree in pharmacy. It's a wide range of now possibility that we see realized. And for me, that is the fuel now to continue this work and to build a stronger network of alumni across the country. And so this will be one of our first programs in the Seattle region where we'll be launching Play Like a Girl chapters with partner all-girls schools in the region. And we're just super excited to have the opportunity to partner with the Seahawks and AWS to be able to make it come to be.
So cool. So what happens at a Play Like a Girl chapter? What's something that a girl will experience?
Yeah, so during the summer, 6th grade girls enter our program through our summer program, which is a camp, again, traditional camp mixed with a whole lot of STEM and a lot of career exposure over the course of a week. And then those girls continue over the course of their 6th grade school year where they're engaged in Flash mentoring, which are short, high-impact mentoring opportunities in a group setting. And then we supplement programming through the mentoring program such that the girls are engaged in project-based learning. They learn how to code. We are an official Girls Who Code partner organization as well. So all of our chapters have that opportunity to engage girls. They also engage in robotics, technovation girls, and a number of other, actual hard skill learning opportunities. They then also engage in industry field trips and college visits where they actually get to see women in the classroom learning about the various careers that they can pursue from a secondary and post-secondary education perspective, but then also go into the actual work environment to see women in their workspace. They do job shadowing opportunities. So it's a huge range. And we do that not just on the tech side of things, but we also engage girls around sports careers that also converge and intersect with technology and STEM as well. So, you don't necessarily think about tech and sport, but everything from data analysis and, statistics as well as nutrition science. Think about how important nutrition is to a football player or a basketball player or any athlete. And that's both in women's sports as well as male-predominated sports. It's important that girls also learn to engage in positive relationships with males because we also recognize that many men sit at tables and in rooms that women haven't yet breached, right? And so it's important to have those male allies, and we really stress that connection between men and women being good, positive role models for the girls and engaging girls around what they are doing in the workplace to really ensure that equity is a part of the workplace, diversity is there, but also that there is room for women to advance in the workplace as well.
What do you think happens when you tap into the potential of a girl? Because I think it's generational.
Oh, absolutely. Well, ESPNW and Ernst & Young did a study several years ago that showed 94% of women in the C-suite played sport. That's like a mind-boggling number, right? 94% of women who reach their potential in career actually played sport, which is for us why sport is so important. It's a catalyst. Often we're asked the question, what's the connection? Sport actually, is what we believe to be one of the greatest equalizers, right? Sport provides the opportunity for individuals to gain individual skill as well as team skills, teamwork, the ability to bounce back from failure. Think a winning game, a losing play, being able to come back from that, learn the skills or the lesson attached to that failure and go back and do it again, and then eventually find yourself at the top of your game. As we go into the NBA Finals, so many opportunities and examples of this very principle in sport and in all sports. So one of the things that we stress is the importance of girls just engaging in some physical activity in sport, whether it be as an individual or a group, but we certainly know the power of group sport in particular. What we also know is that sport is particularly important for young women because of the plummet that many girls experience in confidence as they make that transition from middle school to high school. So learning to adapt, but also getting the personal benefit from the win is really important to girls being able to build and strengthen their confidence over time as well. So yes, when we think about potential and reaching one's potential, sport in particular has been shown as a powerful catalyst to helping girls and all young people get to that place of realizing exactly who they are, why they were purposed to be here, and what they bring to contribute to life and the world in which, we all have the pleasure of benefiting from.
Oh, so wonderful. Do you have a story you can tell of one girl who really inspired you, who you watched just bloom?
Absolutely. In fact, she was our alumna of the year this year in Nashville, Tennessee, which is where we're headquartered. And her name is Peyton. I remember Peyton coming to us probably at 9 or 10 years old. She's now a junior in high school. She was shy. She didn't, really have a sense of herself in terms of, how she showed up in the world. She didn't have voice or agency. She was experiencing the divorce of her parents, so a lot was going on in her life. But she really loved science, and she needed a community to rally around her, to build relationships, to get to know other people. And she found Play Like a Girl through her mom, who happened to be in healthcare and understood as a person working in finance that connection between STEM and outcome as it pertains to career potential. And so mom signed her up, and over time, I've seen Peyton blossom and change into more of who she was already created to be. I am a believer. It is, I think, important and inherent in the work that we do to really reinforce faith and belief in self in the girls that we serve. So that is a core value that we share with them, recognizing who they are, whose they are, who created them, and what they were created to contribute in the world. And so as she has come into that knowing, she has really done great work of working on self and doing better in school. And now, having received a scholarship this year from Play Like a Girl, having served and been recognized nationally as a part of the Million Girl Moonshot Initiative, which, she was named the state representative for the entire state of Tennessee, spoke on national panels with me last year at the Girls Build Solutions Conference out in San Diego. That is the hope that we have for every girl, right? Yeah. We won't necessarily see them at every touch point as what we've seen with Peyton, but we know that girls have the ability and the potential to get there and to experience, amazing stories and experiences like that. Our job is to ensure that they get there. And, for me, just, again, a remarkable experience to see girls like Peyton accomplish this at a young age, because, yes, we have young women who are now graduating from college and going on to medical school and finishing their doctorates at many levels, in many different careers and fields. But we actually are celebrating girls at every step of their path, such that they stay encouraged to stay on the path and to thrive in whatever career and whatever field they choose.
Oh, your work is beautiful. Dr. Kim Clay with
you.
Fight Like a Girl and Tech Touchdown. Thank you for spending time with us on Spirit 105.3, and have fun on Saturday.
Thank you.
Oh, the Lord bless you, Dr. Kim. You rock.